took a long time to know like who my character was. And
Right,
my
right.
character happened to be a middle-aged Jewish salesman, father, and husband. Who knew? Who knew? It
Exactly. But
it
you know,
it
it's a beautiful thing when you find yourself and you find your voice and I think that's the strongest thing for anybody, especially in comedy, is you to be yourself on stage, and that's the
right.
uniqueness of you, and that's where the funny comes from.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out. There's a I don't know if you know her name is Gladys Simon. She's a New York City comedian and producer. A lot of comics all say Gladys gave me my start. She used to run
Yes,
an
I did.
open
I
mic at Hamburger Harry's.
Yes, yes.
Big names, all Jim Gaffigan was in her room. Others all started with her, and so back in I guess 2003 or four, when I was already in the city, so I was doing staying in the city to do open mics. So I started doing her room, and what a couple of things resonated. The first open mic I did was at Hamburger Harry's. She got up there, she did the warm up, and she said, "Listen, I just want to let you know something. Thanks for coming to the open mic. Most of you are never going to be on David Letterman. Let's be real. However, every time you get up and you get behind that microphone, your mindset should be, I'm on David Letterman." And that always rung true. I mean, there were times when I've gotten gigs where there were one, two, three people in the audience. It could be a paid gig, and instead of going, "Oh, this sucks" and whatever, it's like, no, this is my Letterman, and you're my audience.
That's
So
important.
that rang true. And then for me personally, remember, I was really an actor and a singer, where I'd been entrenched in that, and then all of a sudden now I'm doing comedy, and it's comedy's a lot harder than acting in my opinion, because in acting you work it out, you perform. In comedy, the every set is a show, but it's a rehearsal for something else. I have a few jokes that I've been doing lately that are really coming to fruition now. That's taken me like six, seven, eight real shows and open mics. So you're constantly working at it. So Gladys is known for helping comics to she's very candid. So we hit it off, and she goes, "Les, you're doing great, but one thing is you gotta stop laughing at your own jokes, because at this point I was really doing my impression of a comedian. I wasn't being myself.
Right, right,
It's like I was trying to be a comedian.
right. What you
So
thought a comedian, right.
right, and she would pick up on that and saying, and also when you do a punchline and you get a laugh, like, remember, a lot of your laughs are coming because you're angry about something, you're frustrated about something. You'll do the joke, you'll get the laugh, and as soon as you hear the laugh, you're happy and you're celebrating, so you start laughing along. And she said, "Stop it. When you get the laugh, stay cynical, stay in the moment, and keep that emotion and let them keep laughing."
Right.
So it took me a long time to be able to
It's hard to
keep over
do
the
that.
years, because
Yeah.
once again, I mean, I'm doing it 20 years, but I'm not getting on stage, like eight, nine times a week. I have other things going on. And so it takes a while over the years, to do that. So I give her a big thank you for, turning me from an actor into a comic. And even now after 20 years, I must say, and now that I'm retired and I'm getting on stage more and more, um, I'm doing things now that I wasn't able to do 10 years ago. It's feeling different. I'm getting a little more bolder with some of my writing, and it's an unbelievable journey. It really is.